Hey, it's Prov from Prov Massage in Brooklyn Heights, New York. I'm a licensed massage therapist and have been for over 27 years. I just lost my career. Like that. First, I caught the coronavirus and had that for 5 weeks. And now we've had 6 weeks of lockdown. I think the total lockdown has been 9 weeks, for me at least. It's not easy. And boy, would I love to get a massage. And I'd love to give massages. Now is not the time. Georgia, now is not the time. You know, used to be, in order to protect ourselves as massage therapists and protect our client, we needed gloves. See, they come in all different pretty colors. And I have a lot of them because of what I do. I didn't give them to the hospitals because they're not individually wrapped. Disinfectant spray, good thing to have, not good enough for coronavirus. Essential oils, lavender, peppermint, I always tout how they are antiviral, antifungal, antibiotic, and antimicrobial, but they're not going to stop the coronavirus. Now, when I had it, I took my deep breaths, I used my essential oils, but I don't know if they helped, and nobody does. And I have an immune system strong enough to usually withstand the flu. I haven't had the flu in 15 years. Knock wood. But here's the deal. How are you supposed to give a massage, or give a tattoo, or cut somebody's hair from 6 feet away? How can a politician override what an immunologist or what the CDC says? Or what WHO has said? You can't. I mean, you can. You can tell people it's okay to open their business, but people are going to die from this. Massage has changed forever. Instead of keeping my sheets under my massage table, I'm with a lid on them. I'm going to have to move them out of the area completely and probably into a closet, so that when I get the sheets, I know that they have not been handled by anybody else. I have a private practice, which means I do not take hourly appointments. I personally find the 50-minute hour to be an offense to everybody involved. And for spas and offices that require their therapists to do a massage on the hour, every hour, do you really think that in that 10 minutes they're able to A, wash their hands satisfactorily, B, disrobe the table completely, disinfect it with a 5% alcohol spray. Same with the face cradle, and same with the tabletops and everything like that. No. So that has not been going on in the past, even though it's a requirement, it's a legal requirement. What's going to happen in the future? Well, this we have to be a lot more careful with, because we don't have protection yet from this virus. We don't have that many people with antibodies. We don't know how long the antibodies will last, and we certainly don't have an inoculation for it. I'm not expecting to open before September, but I've been thinking about how I'm going to open when I do, and what's going to happen for me is I have a beautiful, comfortable massage table, but as a massage therapist, I want it to be even more comfortable. So I have a pad on it to make it fluffier. And then on top of that, I have a blanket that makes it feel soft and squishy, and then the sheets go on top of that. Well, that pad, that blanket, those are gone forever. I have always given myself a half an hour in between clients. This way people can show up a little late, I can run over a little bit. Life is good. I don't need the stress, neither do you. But now, when I start, I probably will start by seeing 1 client a day, because not only is the massage table going to have to be cleaned, but every single surface in the area is going to have to be cleaned. The top of the dressers, every tchotchke that I have, whether it's a Buddha head or a Magen David, or just a pretty picture, everything's going to have to be wiped down every time I do a massage, including the walls where my clients hang their clothes. The bathroom will have to be cleaned completely after every treatment. So I'll start with 1 massage a day probably and see how it goes. And then I'll probably do a morning or afternoon and an evening massage so that there's time between them. I won't start doing massage until I have proof that I have antibodies, because it's not my job to hurt myself. And I certainly don't want to hurt my clients. So I'm also going to have to wash very carefully beforehand. Up to my elbows, up to my shoulders if I have to, my neck, my chest, my face. My hair will have to be out of their way completely. If somebody's uncomfortable, if I'm uncomfortable, the gloves will be used. I like the purple ones. Lysol. I should buy stock in Lysol. That's gonna be a big thing coming up. I'll still use my essential oils. I still believe in their properties. More importantly is how they make everything smell. If anybody is thinking, if any mayors or governors are thinking that somehow massage is a benign little technique that people give little rub downs and it's all, it's all so fluffy wuffy. I specialize in medical massage. I work on 3rd-degree burn patients. I work on pregnant women. I work on people who've had broken or replaced bones. I love that kind of work. And I'm a licensed health professional. I'm not just someone who gives a back rub. And anybody who works in a spa has a license. They have to follow those guidelines. If you are a spa owner and you don't understand that they have to follow guidelines set up by the Office of Professions, then now's the time to look into it, because not only are you putting their license and their livelihood in jeopardy, you're putting your business in jeopardy, because if you do something that's irresponsible and there's information out there that could have saved you, you can't go into court and say, but the mayor said I could open my business and I really wanted to get back to work. Okay? So, to my lovely clients who I miss horribly, and I'm not keeping in touch with you enough, I'm sorry for that. The case, I won't be opening before September, because if we are out of this in even say the middle of May, and we are growing slowly, and the federal government's not helping us with that many tests, never mind the antibody tests, and the fact that we don't know that the antibody tests work at all, or we don't know how long they'll last. I think September is about right for me. I'm not making an income. I've had to save money for a different issue, and luckily it's giving me just enough to live on until unemployment comes through, if I'm eligible, if I get it. These are the things that we do to protect our society and our people. I don't want to hear that all the deaths are from people over the age of 50, because I'm over the age of 50. All the deaths over the age of 75. I don't care. I don't care. If there's something that I can do, something that we can do to save lives, then we will do it. And I can't even comprehend the coldness of people that think that it's okay to say goodbye to a generation. The greatest generation, World War II vets, people who lived through the Holocaust, people who fought in Vietnam. Gotta agree that these people have lived a life and given service to our country. It's not our job to kill them. And as a massage therapist, I have that airy-fairy, lovey-dovey mentality. Or maybe it's just called human compassion, that we save, that we do no harm. At least my license, being a health license, is that I'm not allowed to do harm, even if I wanted to. But no, we do no harm. And at a certain level, that should be what the government's choice too, do no harm. So, Georgia, don't get a massage, don't get a tattoo, don't get a haircut. I'm sorry, I work in this industry. I understand how close to the bone we all are. I know that beauty parlors and day spas, their profit margin is minimal. It's ridiculously low. But it's the career choices we've made, and you don't want to be responsible for killing a client. You just don't. And you want to protect your own life in the meantime. Because someday, hopefully, you'll be 75. Someday I'll be 75 or 80. And I don't want to be thrown out into a trash heap either. All of these people are telling us what we need to do. They're telling us this is going to come back. They're telling us we don't have an immunization for it. So don't give a massage. Do not give a haircut. Do not give a tattoo. Unless you're giving it to yourself. Okay, that's all I have to say for now. I'll be back because I want to talk and I'm feeling cabin fever. Have a lovely day. Take care of each other. Take care of yourself. Love the ones that you're with. And if you're alone, reach out. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to just say, I need to talk. Have a great summer.